good morning, good morning. Oh my gosh, y'all, this has been a stressful day. All right, let me introduce myself. My name is Cindy, and I'm with Surviving Mommy, and this is Coffee Convo Wednesday. Special good morning to all of our moms watching over on Reality Moms. Cheers to you. Yeah, today we have an extra audience. It's kind of cool. So normally I'm broadcasting on Surviving Mommy, but today over at Reality Moms, which is a great website. Follow them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of the above. So we have people watching us from Reality Moms and Surviving Mommy. So I say good morning and cheers to you. Y'all, this has been such a stressful morning. Let me just tell you what's been going on. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place, but at least I did get my lip on today and my hair did. So, all right, so currently I live in Atlanta, Georgia. Just got back from spring break in Florida yesterday, and today we're back in Atlanta, Georgia. We're like having some tornadoes. Like, what in the world is happening? So I just spent like the last, I don't know, 2 hours with torrential downpour, and then my mom lives with us, and I have 2 small daughters, and they're on spring break. So we all went into the basement, and we were like hanging out in the basement. It was kind of scary, I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm all stressed out, so I probably don't need to be drinking coffee. But I am. Oh. Okay, but we're good. Like, I don't know if you can even see through the window. It's sort of stopped, but there's rain still kind of happening, so I'm hoping we can make it through this Coffee Convo Wednesday with all of our power intact and everything working. So if the broadcast shuts off, then you probably know why, because the power has gone out. All right, so big show today. It's episode 51 of Coffee Convo Wednesday. Just a little bit about me for those of you who maybe have never watched Coffee Convo Wednesday before. My name is Cindy, and I am Surviving Mommy. That basically means I'm trying to survive everything in life. Being a woman, being a wife, being a mom, being a friend, just trying to figure it all out, which I'm not even close to. So every week we get here, and we just kind of hang out, drink some coffee together. Cheers. Did I say cheers? My Surviving Mommy mug and t-shirt, which, yes, are available at survivingmommy.com. So we talk about a couple things. So on today's show, the first thing we're going to talk about is this a bad word? So you're thinking, what word is she going to say? Well, a couple of things. So this is what's been going on in our house. I have a little one who is 4, and then I also have an 11-and-a-half-year-old. And the 4-year-old has been asking, like, I don't know, at least once a day, Mommy, is this a bad word? And then she'll say, you know, poop. Okay, yeah, no, honey, it's not like it's a bad word, but maybe we don't want to walk around going poop, 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 or say that. Or is this a bad word? Yawning. You know, it's just, they're never bad words ever. But it's like a phase she's in right now where, is this a bad word? Is this a bad word? Everything is this a bad word? We just got back, like I said, from spring break in Florida, and the entire car ride from Florida to here was, is this a bad word? Is this a bad word? Thankfully, none of them have been a bad word so far. Knock on wood. I don't have any wood. All right, well, knock on the pretend wood. So the other thing, though, my 11-and-a-half-year-old, she did the same thing. So do your kids, if you have kids, do your kids do this? Like, ask you all the time, is this a bad word? Which is good that they're even asking. But unfortunately, last year, my 11-year-old, who had been doing the same thing, Mommy, is this a bad word? And then she'll say it, and she'll spell it if she can. So she might say something like, you know, D-U-M-B. Is D-U-M-B a bad word? And I'll say, well, there are words that are bad, and then there are words that are just not kind. We don't like to say those. So these are gonna get you like majorly in trouble for saying them. And then these are, yeah, we just probably, you know, don't need to say them. They're not very kind. However, this kind of backfired on me because last year, my 11-year-old, she said, Mommy, is this a bad word? And then the word she spelled, I can't even spell for you right now on Coffee Convo Wednesday. Because, yeah, it was that word, the one that starts with the F. Not fun, the other one. The opposite of, well, the opposite of, it's like the worst word that you can say. And she spelled it for me. Is this a bad word? Blip, 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 blip. And I went, what? Come again? What? Where did you hear that? It was an older boy she heard it from, and he heard it from somewhere, and then she just wanted to know what it meant. And of course I was like mortified. It's the worst word that you can hear, the worst word that you can say. Like, you never want to say it ever, ever, ever. No, it's a bad word. So, goodness gracious. Do your kids ask you that? Is this a bad word? Is this a bad word? I feel like I'm still stressed out this morning. This tornado and rain and hail. It's been crazy in Georgia. All right, number 2 on the list. Maybe I need to put something in my coffee. Number 2 on the list is another parenting thing, and it's called my hashtag epic parenting fail. Somewhere along the lines of, is this a bad word? We in our house try not to say shut up. Like, I'm not going to tell you to shut up. Shut up. Even if you're driving me crazy, I don't want to say shut up. I'll say, please be quiet. Can you please simmer down now? Whatever, but we try not to say shut up. But if you're a parent, whether you have kids that are teeny or big, have you ever told your kids to shut up? Because I did. It happened. You guys, it happened the other day, and I didn't even just say, please shut up. I said, shut up! Please, shut up. Just shut up. I wanted to die. Excuse me. Yeah, I felt really awful. And I said it to my 11-year-old, not the 4-year-old, which not that it would be any less worse saying it to the 4-year-old, but yeah, like I screamed it. I didn't just say it. Yeah, I screamed it and I felt horrible. But what makes me feel even worse than that, I didn't want to just say shut up. I wanted to say shut the bleep up. Yeah, I wanted to curse. And I have never, ever cursed at my children. I haven't even cursed in front of them, like any of the bad words. Like I might have said, you know, dang it, or something like that. But I've never said like any of the bad words in front of them. But a little disclosure, because on the show, Coffee Convo Wednesday, we like to keep it real, and I feel like if I didn't tell you guys this would be me lying. I do have a little cursing problem. I know. Those of you who know me don't think this is a big deal because you probably know this. But those of you who don't, yeah, it's the one vice that I have. It's bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I didn't cuss my entire childhood and I grew up going to Catholic school for 12 years. As I'm sure my mom is watching going, really, now you're going to blame it on the fact that you went to Catholic school for 12 years? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I am. But yeah, it's kind of like those t-shirts. You ever see those t-shirts that say, I love Jesus, but I cuss a little? That's me. I love Jesus, but sometimes I cuss a little, and I'm not proud of it. But look, as I've always said on Coffee Convo Wednesday, I'm going to be real and be honest, and that's me being real. So I cuss a little. So I felt like that was an epic parenting fail. Did I curse at my child? No. Did I scream, shut up? Yeah, that was pretty bad. But like I said, worse that I wanted to scream, shut the bleep up. And it's not like the lesser of the curse words. I don't even remember now what she did. We should tell you something. I don't even remember now what she did. I just remember I was really irritated. I was over it. I was probably hangry. You know when you're like tired and then you're hungry. I was probably pretty hangry. But yeah, so I didn't curse. So do I get a point for that? But yeah, I screamed shut up. And it was not one of my finer moments. Although I'm sure I've had several of those, and I would be able to take many Coffee Convo episodes telling you about all of my not so fire moments. Because guess what? I'm not perfect, not even close. So that's number 2, epic parenting fail. All right, number 3, I realize this may seem a tad bit dramatic when I tell you the story, but because on this show, and because it's just my personality, I like to do a dramatic interpretation of lots of things. So I had this dream recently, and just to give you like a little, backstory, my mom, Mama Jane, lives with us. She loves to watch Coffee Convo Wednesday, although right now she is keeping the children because they're on spring break, so she's probably not watching right now. But my dad and my mom were married for like, I don't know, she's gonna kill me because I can't remember, but like 40-something years until my dad passed away 4 years ago. Yes, almost 5 years ago. So my dad passed away, and I was really close to my dad. I love my dad. And I had this great dream the other day, and it was that my dad was alive in my dream. So my mom and my dad were in my dream together. like, you know those dreams that you wake up like where you're like mad at someone because it felt so real, or you're happy about something and you realize, oh, it was just a dream. But those dreams that are like really, really real, this was one of those dreams. Like my dad was full on there, right next to my mom, totally alive and happy. Then within like, it was really weird. Then like in the next scene, it was just, or maybe it was just my dad. Maybe the first scene was just my dad and my mom had died and I was really sad. But then the next scene, it was my mom and dad. That's what it was. And I was so happy because my dad was there. My mom and my dad were both alive, and my mom's perfectly healthy, fine now. But my dad is obviously in heaven. So I was so happy. So it was like the best dream ever, right? You know those dreams. Oh, you're like, oh, this is the best dream ever. And then within seconds, it was the worst dream ever. Because my mom and dad were there because they were comforting me. Why? Because my husband died. Died. Like I was in the fetal position. Like sobbing, y'all, sobbing in the fetal position. So my parents were there comforting me because my husband died. And just to tell you how sad I was, this is where the dramatics comes in, the drama. I woke up in the morning and my husband was getting ready to go to work. He goes to work really early in the morning and a storm was happening. And so he comes over. I have to put the coffee down for this one. He comes over to kiss me goodbye because I'm like, honey. He comes over and he's like, what's wrong? I think he thought I was in the middle of the dream, but I wasn't. I was fully awake. So he comes over and I'm like, you can't go to work. Like not understanding anything I'm saying. He's like, what's wrong? What? I don't understand. What's happening? I'm like, I thought you died and you can't go to work because it's stormy and I don't want you to die. I love you so much. Full on ugly cry. Full on ugly cry, not letting go, like crazy not letting go. Like it was bad. It was so embarrassing. And so he didn't go to work. Like I was so traumatized, and there was a bad storm, but I don't know what it was. But I was so, and like, so then I wake up fully, like get out of bed, wake up. I come downstairs and he's drinking coffee and he looks at me, kind of has this like funny look on his face, like, do you remember what happened? Do you remember what happened? That you were screaming, crying? And I looked at him and I said, I do. I remember what happened. I thought you died. And I started crying again. So I started crying again, like sobbing again. I'm sorry. I don't know what it was. And like, really, what is wrong with me? And that's not even it. So then, like I said, because my mom lives with us in an apartment downstairs off of the basement. So I go down and I'm telling my mom this same story, like I am now telling you guys, telling my mom the same story. And I'm like, Mom, at first you died and Dad was there. And I thought it was so great because both you and Dad were there and I was so happy. But then Eric died. Please don't die, Mom. I mean, like, I know you're going to die someday. We're all going to die someday. I swear I don't know. I don't even know what was wrong. Look, I could cry right now thinking it was so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, right? It is so ridiculous. Like, it's so ridiculous. Please tell me that you guys dream like this intense. Like, maybe that's the most intense my dreams have ever been. Like, I've had really great celebrity dreams, like 3 or 4 celebrity dreams, which I'll tell you about some other day because they're kind of funny. But I usually remember like all of my dreams, and I have pretty crazy, realistic dreams where I remember them all, but nothing like that dramatic. Like, I've seen my dad in my dreams before. I'm sure that we all do. Gosh, that's gonna make me cry. Okay. You know, when someone dies and you have a vision of them in your dream and it feels so real and you're so grateful. It's like a little gift from God, like you're getting to say, hey. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. And then I had lunch with my girlfriends and I was telling my girlfriends the story and I'm like sobbing again. So dramatic, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, maybe it's the tornado, the storms here in Georgia. I don't know what's even happening. But there's my best and worst dream for you. So best dream because my dad was in it and he's no longer here. So it was nice getting to see my daddy again. That kind of made me happy. And then the worst because my husband died and it was awful. And I was probably like kind of, I don't know, stressed out about it for like the entire day. So ridiculous. Such a dork. All right. That's Coffee Convo Wednesday, but don't worry, I wasn't going to wrap up without getting to everything here first. So, all right, so first thing, is this a bad word? That is what my 4-year-old is running around asking all the time. Is this a bad word? Is this a bad word? Is this a bad word? And my 11-year-old heard the most absolutely worst word you can hear about a year ago. So then I had to explain to her that was the worst word ever. Yeah, and it was that word. That word. Number 2, epic parenting fail. Yeah, I kind of stunk. I screamed, shut up to my child. And then I did ask for forgiveness. I apologized and asked for forgiveness, that it was not one of mommy's finer moments. That was kind of embarrassing. Epic parenting fail. And then number 3 on Coffee Convo Wednesday, best and worst dream. Best because I got to see my dad. Worst because my husband died. I'm an intense dreamer, y'all. All right, and so before we get out of here, though, look what this is. That's a Chick-fil-A gift card for you. I want to treat you to a little lunch today. So how do you get the Chick-fil-A gift card? If you've never watched Coffee Convo Wednesday before, then here's how you do it. You just share this video. Share this video here, and your share equals a like. However, just a little side note, if you have your Facebook profile set to private, I'm not going to be able to see you. Because what I do is I'll go through and I'll like that you've shared it. So if I haven't liked your post, then I haven't seen it, and that means it's because your profile is set to private. So set it to public. Also tag me in it if you can, and then I'll come like it. If you see that I've liked your post, then your entry has been confirmed, and I will hook you up with Chick-fil-A lunch because duh, Chick-fil-A is everything, and I love Chick-fil-A. So you will get a Chick-fil-A gift card. You just share this video. You only need to share it one time. One share equals one entry. So that's it. Just need to do it one time. And then I will randomly select a winner by this Friday at 5 p.m. This Friday is April 7th. So whether you're watching it today, Wednesday, tomorrow, Friday, April 7th at 5 p.m., I'll select a winner. And then I will direct message you for your information. So Chick-fil-A gift card for you. Share this video, and that is your entry. Thanks you guys so much for hanging out with me, Coffee Convo Wednesday. Also to the Reality Moms viewers that have been watching this morning, thank you. Cheers to you. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, at Surviving Mommy. Also, a lot of people have been asking about the shirts and mugs. Yeah, head over to survivingmommy.com if you want to buy a t-shirt. We're just getting the mugs ready to roll out, but send me an email if you want to buy one. I'll get it together and try to get it together so I can send you one. But yeah, pricing for shirts at survivingmommy.com. Thanks for hanging out with me. Follow me on all the socials. And I will see you next week on another edition of Coffee Convo Wednesday. I'm Cindy with Surviving Mommy. Have a great Wednesday. Cheers. Woohoo!